Ah!
Ooh, Chadley's one step closer to the edge, and he's about to break. That's the Chadley quote of the week. Send yours to @last cool dude on Twitter.
Hey guys, I was very excited about the podcast, so I had to give a little shout there. A little shout.
What do we got on our plates today, Chadley?
Today is an interesting day. Worlds are going to be colliding. We're going to be talking about video games on the Movie Epidemic podcast, and the fact that we're going to be talking about the brand new spanking movie Warcraft. So that's interesting. So buckle up for that. We're also going to be talking about. We're going to be doing our top 5 movies based on video games, as well as we're doing another thing. What is it? What is the other thing?
With rest in peace, Anton Yelchin.
Oh, Anton Yelchin. We're gonna watch his claim to fame, the Green Room. Or is it just called Green Room, or is it the Green Room?
Green Room.
Just Green Room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes place in a green room.
Takes place in a green room. That is absolutely correct. And then we're also gonna be talking about Batman and Robin, and I've got some words for that, but I'll tell you right now, I am not gonna be nearly as mad as I was watching Batman Forever.
That is true.
Because Batman Forever is fucking trash. I can't believe that it's considered better than Batman and Robin.
Hey, I'll give a little sneak peek to Batman and Robin when we start talking about that. But in my opinion, pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna disagree on that one, but we'll come to that when the time comes. Now, as we launch into video games, obviously, I think there's something that we should probably talk about.
What's that?
Bunch of dumb nerds hanging out at Pokestops all the time.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Pokemon Go has taken over the world. There were 45 people at a Pokestop I passed yesterday. At midnight. Goddamn, it was fucking midnight.
Dude, I was walking around with the squad, and somebody set up 3 lures by the high school. Motherfucker, it's July. Nobody. They weren't even students. They were like old dudes. They were.
Oh, dude, that's the thing. I've seen like, since I started playing this game, I've seen like maybe one kid playing it. One kid playing it. Fucking the rest of it is all like these fucking 24-year-old nostalgia hungry losers, and you know what? I love it. Can't get enough of it.
I've just been rolling around sucking the Pokemon out of Pokestops. Just sucking them.
just suckling them out. I've been like, in all seriousness, no, I do think that Pokemon Go is a pretty cool thing.
Honestly, I have no idea how to play. My highest level thing is like a 250 Rattata.
Oh,
I have no fucking idea how to play this game. I just walk around.
I mean, that's how you play, pretty much. You just walk around. But like, here's the thing: is that like this game is pretty cool in the fact that yesterday I saw this dude. He must have been 350 pounds. My work has a Pokestop at it, so we get a lot of these fucking nerds coming in. But this guy comes in, must have been 350 pounds. I see he's playing Pokemon Go. That dude is out getting fucking well-needed exercise, and he wouldn't have been doing that otherwise. Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. You know,
I don't have any problem with it. I think it's kind of weird that people are detesting it so heavily.
Yeah. Oh man, people are. I've heard that it's demonic. I've heard. I got in an argument with someone yesterday, and they're like, "I don't want to play Pokemon Go because it's invasive, and the government will be able to look into my phone." And it's like,
you're on Facebook.
Yeah,
you're on Facebook, retard.
Yeah. Hey, government, you want to look at my phone? You can just see a lot of memes. There's just a lot of memes in there.
That's not even the point. Fucking Facebook probably is deeper in your phone than fucking Pokemon Go.
Yeah, fuck. Pokemon Go like tracks your location, but only when the game's open.
If you're worried about security on the internet, then you don't have a Facebook account. That's the thing. If you've ever talked to anybody who's into hacking, any black hat hacker, ask them about Facebook. They'll be like, yeah, I would never get on that shit because Facebook's opening up your fucking webcam watching you jerk off. Like, if you have Facebook, you're already fucking under surveillance. That's just how it works.
I think at this point, everybody's under surveillance. I think you can detest all you want, but like, hey, if we're being surveyed, might as well play a fucking fun kids game while we're at it, you know? Like,
Dude, my credit card got hacked the other day, and I have more security than fucking any of these dumbass comedians that thinks it's funny to make fun of Pokemon Go or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I saw my brother
Pokemon Go's not going to steal your credit card. Fucking Russians are. The fuck is wrong with you people?
Every time somebody is like, I don't play Pokemon Go because I'm an adult and I've got a girlfriend and like say shit like that, like I seriously question if that's a real person or a robot.
Well, and like all of the people I've seen that have done that are mostly your brother's friends who are fucking comedians, and they're not funny at all.
No, absolutely. Hey, I've seen those people actually do call me, and let me tell you, no jokes.
No, literally no jokes.
They're the Max Landis of comedy, all of them.
Fuck yeah. Powerful Max Landis. Speaking of Max Landis wants to direct the Pokemon movie.
God bless. He's getting in on it. Does he want to direct it or just want to write it?
He wants to write and direct it, yeah.
Oh, dude, he wants to do the full. Holy shit, dude. We might have a jokeless Pokemon movie on our hands. Think we can handle a Pokemon movie with no jokes?
Maybe.
I'm still under the firm belief that Max Landis has no idea what a joke is.
I don't think he does. But
well, he's certainly never written one, despite having written several comedies. He's never written a joke.
He claims that American Ultra was not a comedy and it was marketed wrong. He's right about one thing, Chadley. Not a comedy.
Yes, it's not funny. Like, then what was it supposed to be, Max Landis? Were you seriously gonna make a drama about fucking CIA, like, stoners becoming CIA agents or whatever the fuck that was about? You're really gonna write a drama based on that?
You're supposed to go in there stone face, Chadley, and walk out like after you saw 12 Years a Slave, Chadley. That's what you're supposed to walk out of American Ultra and feel the same thing you felt when you walked out of Selma, Chadley.
Hell, you can't just mix Pineapple Express and fucking Born Identity and then be like, there you go, that's not a comedy.
That ain't a comedy. How dare you?
I want to talk about something real quick. I was going to save it for the end of the pod, but can't save it because I really want to talk about
David Gordon Greengrass. Oh, shit. That's the best pun of all time. Do you know why?
Why?
Because David Gordon Green directed Pineapple Express and Paul Greengrass directed Born Identity.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We got it. There it is. We got it. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Did you see the trailer for that new Anton Fuqua movie?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Magnificent Seven.
Oh, that looks good. Oh, my God. That looks amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking good.
Yo, that's gonna be an
I fucked with Anton quite a bit.
Yeah, fucking Anton Fuqua rules. Obviously, we're big fans of The Equalizer here.
Equalizer is one of the greatest movies that's underappreciated, in my opinion.
Why does nobody talk about that movie?
I don't know. It's so good, though.
It's fucking absolutely fantastic.
It's gonna be a cable classic in a couple years here, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna come around like The Gray.
Yeah.
So if anybody's watching on the webcam, you'll have noticed that I've just got like a large variety of like food and drink around me right now.
Please stop eating on the show, Chadley.
I'm sorry. I will stop eating on the show, but I have to eat everything in my fridge because I'm moving tomorrow. So I don't want to waste any of this food. So I'm just eating everything. It's pretty gnarly.
Can you please eat on your own time, Chadley? You're cutting into my time now. This is you're on the clock right now, Chadley.
I'm working.
On my clock, you don't eat shit, okay?
I apologize. For the interruption. Let's talk about fucking Warcraft.
Okay.
Let's talk about fucking Warcraft. So, Warcraft is bad. It's a bad movie.
It's not very good.
No, it's bad. I'm going to say one thing real quick. Pretty accurate. You know, say what you want, but fucking looks like Warcraft.
Yeah, it looks like Warcraft to me. I don't know too much about it, but As far as I can tell, they stuck pretty close to accuracy.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate as far as video game movies go. Like, I don't know, like if you fucking ever seen Mortal Kombat, but they fucked that whole thing up.
Dude, I love
And like
Mortal Kombat.
Street Fighter, they fucked that whole thing up. Like,
but like, even though it's not okay, it's not really like Mortal Kombat, but it's all right.
yeah, like I don't know. Did you ever see Double Dragon?
I've never seen Double Dragon.
That's the worst of the bunch, and they fucked that right up. And here's the problem with Double Dragon is that like the game had like a cut and paste plot line that they just didn't follow at all. You know, it has a plot line in the game, and they're like, we'll go and do our own thing. And then it was terrible.
Well, here's the thing: the people that make movies are busy making movies. They don't play video games, Chadley.
Yeah,
so
it's true. It's true.
They have to get the cliff notes from someone who some dumb nerd who's played it. And guess what? Those dumb nerds aren't the Hollywood type. So when the dumb nerd explains it to them, they're like, okay, we can make this better.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Is that Duncan Jones, good buddy Duncan Jones, used to be a friend of the show, but I think after this he might be blacklisted.
You think our boy Jones is blacklisted?
He might be blacklisted. Okay, so basically, what is fucking Warcraft even about? You have let's just start off with the nitty gritties. Let's start off with the nitty gritties. Can't release a movie that looks like this. I'm sorry, you can't. It's 2016. You cannot release a movie that looks like this.
The problem is it looks barely better than an in-game cutscene.
Yes, exactly. And like, maybe they were going for that video game-esque aesthetic.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. It just looks like bad CG. Like, the CG is so unacceptably bad in this movie. It's hard to watch. And the problem with that is that would be fine if there was CG here and there. But half the fucking cast is CG.
Yeah. And like, there's something about it that didn't look like when you look at Lord of the Rings, that world looks lived in.
Yeah. And
this Warcraft looked like a plastic world. Like,
yeah, it looked like a stage for the characters that were interacting with each other to interact. Nothing more. It doesn't look like there's like I couldn't tell you, like with Lord of the Rings, you could fucking watch that movie and be like, I could probably draw a map of that place. You know, like
yeah, like that shit's dirty. Like it looks like it's real. Like even though The Hobbit was completely blue screened, even that like looks like a place though. Like
yeah.
Fucking this Warcraft movie, which was obviously mostly blue screened, doesn't look like real place. It just looks like fucking blue screen shit.
And then like, here's another problem that I have is that like you have all these monster guys, these orcs that come across the portal or whatever to the human world. They all look like orcs. But then there was one, they were like, oh, we got to make this one a hot one.
Yeah, the Paul Patton orc.
Why the fuck was Paula Patton like not an orc? That was a person who was green. That was a person who was green that kept saying she was an orc. And then you saw like the actual female orcs, and you're like, they look nothing alike.
Not really similar. She doesn't look very strong compared to the other one.
Yeah, Jesus. Like they were like the other woman, like the woman with the baby. She was like fucking 8 feet tall, looked like a fucking orc, big as shit, looked like an orc. Then you got Paula Patton. That's just fucking James Cameron's Avatar with green.
Yeah, you'd fuck that orc though.
Yeah,
bottom jaw.
Yeah,
their underbite and shit.
Yeah, that was another thing, is that they all had like the big teeth, and then hers were just small. It's like, I get it. You wanted me to want to bang Paula Patton, but why?
But why? What's the point of it?
Why do you want that? Now this movie had very few famous people, but my boy Dominic Cooper's.
Oh, Dominic Cooper's the best.
Oh,
but
I
everyone's
love him.
just like so unwatchably bad. Like,
it's awful. And the problem, it's
what
not
were they
just
trying to do here. Like, could they not afford anybody good, or did they want to make new stars? I don't understand.
I think probably the latter. They wanted to make new stars, but nobody was good. So basically, after watching this movie, I actually had to go back and watch a little bit more. Like, I had to watch like the first 20 minutes again, because I realized that when I watched this movie, I completely missed the name of the main character.
And they never say it again, so.
I completely missed it. I did find out it is Anton. A lot of these these characters are like from Warcraft.
Yeah.
One specifically was Duratan. Obviously, he was the main orc guy.
Yeah,
Blackhand. And then fuck, what's his name? The guy with the cloak. He's a real Warcraft character, and I recall him from the first oldest shit PC game.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest. Here's the thing: is that like about this movie, is it when you make a movie based on a video game, I don't think that you should assume that everybody who's going to see this movie is a fan of the video game. I think when you make a movie, you're going to attract a totally different audience. And they assumed that we completely understood how Warcraft worked because they threw us right in. No explanation.
I think that's true. I think anybody with half a brain can figure out what the fuck's happening, even if you know nothing about Warcraft. I know barely anything about Warcraft, Chadley. I know there's orcs and I know there's magic. And guess what there was in this movie? Orcs and fucking magic. Okay, are you assuming that the general audience is that stupid they don't know what orcs and magic are, Chadley? We've all seen Lord of the Rings. Guess what Lord of the Rings has, Chadley? Orcs and fucking magic.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I get that's kind of a fair point, actually.
The plot is not. It's not that deep, Chadley. They're like
it's just like they didn't. The problem is that they didn't focus on anything. Like they focused on absolutely nothing, and then just kept like.
Because it's gonna be trilogy, so they don't have to cover anything in this one.
I know. Oh my god, I can't. There's no way, right? They're not making more.
Yeah, they are. They are making more.
Is Duncan Jones gonna be behind all of them?
I don't know about that, but I definitely made money. Check out the box. I don't actually know if it made money. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume. I knew a lot of people who went and saw it. Here's the thing: is I also knew a lot of people who were defending this movie. They're like, "No, it's like that's like the best fucking video game movie ever made." And I'm like,
I actually don't disagree with that. It's I never had a bad time watching it like I do watching other video game movies.
Really? Because I feel like this one was tough to get through. Maybe that's just me. Oh yeah, this movie made a lot of money. It was a budget of $160.
You're getting too more there, Chadley. That's just how it works.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes now. If a movie's successful, hey, guess what? They're gonna make a trilogy. They're gonna trill it up. I guess that's always the way it's been.
The third part into 2 films, Chadley.
Oh my god! If they fucking if it's like Warcraft, the finale, part 1, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
The thing is, though, like Warcraft is a good universe to make films in because there's so much lore, there's so much stuff you can do in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just all of the characters, like that's the big problem is that the characters are just so flat that like I don't care about any of them. Like the fucking there's like the kid who is with the main character who is like the sorcerer. It's like A, maybe I'm not paying attention, but where the fuck did that guy come from? And just now he's in the movie. B, why? Like who was he? What was his name? What was going on with that guy? Why was he helping? Who was that guy? I don't know. I feel like everything was so like character-wise, at least everything was just so brush past. They were like, "Oh, we don't really need to tell you about the characters."
Chadley, would you rather have a fucking another origin story movie or get right into the good stuff?
I would like to know who my characters are. That doesn't necessarily mean origin story. I'm just saying like maybe focus on your characters for more than 3 seconds before you then switch it to some weird magic stuff, you know? And like, here's the thing. That last 20 minutes of this movie, that's popping.
Yeah.
The last 20 minutes of this movie is fucking popping. Real good stuff to watch. There's like the fight between like the main bad guy and Duratan, and that was pretty fucking good. But here's the thing. Is like they had that character Blackhand, and I know once again they're making this a trilogy, so they'll probably focus on this later. But like during the Duratan fight, Blackhand started to like turn on the bad guy, and then like he killed Duratan, and he was like, "No, I'm just kidding. I'm with the bad guy all the way." And it's like, okay, Why even do that? Like, is that gonna be a thing in the next movie? I don't know. It's just, to me, this is a nothing movie, and like it's just a blockbuster that dumb nerds are gonna go and see. And as far as video game movies go, yes, it's pretty good, but the fucking bar isn't high. The bar ain't high. This is a 2-star film. This is a fucking 2-star film, but it's still in the top 5 best video game movies ever made.
Easily.
I did not like this. I'm gonna go on record. Like I said, last 20 minutes, pretty poppin', good action sequence. And there's the Phoenixes actually looked like decent CG. I don't know why nothing else did. But
dude, there was one line that made me laugh so hard. Like when the wizard kid was trying to get somewhere, and Buddy's like, "Use my bird." Fucking bird monster comes down and jumps on it and just flies off. It's like, what? Where is he going? What the fuck is happening? People would just travel places. It was like quick travel. Like,
man, they were really getting the accuracy down. God damn.
Use my bird. Well, like, where the fuck do you get that thing, son?
And didn't he have like
let him use his mount?
Yeah, dude. Some good ride-alongs in this shit. Definitely some good ride-alongs. Gandalf,
where'd you get a giant bird? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't think I would say yes to this. I would say no. I mean, it's definitely teetering on the edge of yes and no, but I'd say no to this one. That's a nah for me, dog.
It's I wouldn't say it's a good movie, but I think it's pretty watchable, all things considered.
I guess. I mean, I see what you're saying, and like I get your point. But
look,
like,
this year hasn't been good for movies, Chadley. We've all come to admit that.
I guess we got to take what we can get, right? Fuck.
There's a guy outside my window playing Pokemon Go. Should I go tackle him?
Yeah, dude, throw some shit out the window.
He's walking down the middle of the street looking at his fucking phone. He's gonna get hit. That's a fucking moron.
That's how you get hit. Well, but don't you live like right by the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, he can make it there, I'm sure.
Yeah, even if he gets hit by a car, you live close enough to the hospital that he could probably just crawl.
There's no fucking Poke Center at the hospital. It's bullshit.
No, I'm just saying, like, if he dies.
No, I don't care about any of that, Chadley. I'm saying for my own personal interest, there's no fucking Poke Center there.
Oh, fair enough. Fair. They should do that, except no, they shouldn't, because
no, they should not. Not put any Pokemon Go shit near hospitals, and they don't. So
okay, so yesterday I was driving, and like I saw some marketing that just buffaloed me. I was driving by the fucking River Cree Casino in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And there was a sign outside that says Pokestop inside. You can't do that. You can't lure kids to a casino.
Sure you can.
You can't do that.
You know what's the good thing about Indian casinos, Chadley?
What's that?
Smoke inside. You can smoke inside.
Can you smoke inside? I've never been inside one.
Yep. The one by my place where I used to live, you go in there, have a cigar, and have breakfast for $3.50. It was good.
Oh shit, that sounds pretty. You might have to take me to that particular place. $3.50 for wait, does $3.50 cover breakfast and cigar?
No, the cigar is separate, but the breakfast is $3.50.
I would love to have a cigar and eat breakfast at the same time.
Yeah. Well, when I move back there, you can come out and we'll go to the Indian casino and have a smoke.
Yeah,
smoking a pancake.
God damn, I would love that. I would absolutely adore that. Now, Warcraft, not that good of a video game movie. Video game movies in general, not that good.
Not really.
But you gotta, if we had to pick five to put on a top 5 best video games list,
I can do it, but I won't like it.
Yeah, no. Before I start my list, I'll tell you, like, most of the movies on this list are bad. You know, I did what I could with what I was given.
Yeah.
Why don't you start us off? What's your number 5?
My number 5, The collective series of Resident Evil.
Like the ones with Jovovich.
Yeah, and her husband who makes
Her
them.
husbando.
Yeah, husband. Mr. Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah, Paul W.S. Anderson.
I would say I like Resident Evil Afterlife the most. That's part 4.
Was that the one? I saw one of them in theaters. I've seen all of them, obviously, but one of them I saw in theaters was called
probably
Apocalypse.
Retribution you saw in theaters.
No, I saw Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, right? That one sucks.
Yeah. No, it couldn't have been that one. I was fucking 10 when Apocalypse came out.
Extinction, maybe?
Extinction? It was not. Dude, they're fucking another one of these is coming out this year.
I bet it was Afterlife that you saw.
They're making another one this year with Djokovic.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna watch it on the show. It's gonna be great.
Of course we are. And then we'll look back and be like, man, I wish we were watching fucking. After we watched Resident Evil: The Final Chapter.
No, I actually kind of like part 3 as Resident Evil Extinction, the one where it's like Mad Max. I actually kind of like that one.
Okay, I think the one I saw was Afterlife.
Yeah, probably.
I believe. Is this the one with Albert Wesker, or do they all have Albert Wesker?
Yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one you saw.
Okay, yeah. I adore Albert Wesker's like best video game villain, and they hired a guy who looks exactly like the game character.
That dude does look exactly.
It's like, where'd you fucking find that guy?
That guy was built in a lab. That guy's fucking.
He looks like fucking what's his name? Another guy that kind of looks like Albert Wesker. What's it? Hugo Weaving. Kind of looks like Hugo Weaving, but less ugly.
Yeah, less ugly.
Thank you guys for finding less ugly Hugo Weaving. Let's start using that guy.
I appreciate that.
When you go to hire Hugo Weaving, maybe do a double take and hire the other guy instead.
Yeah, that's what I say about Michael Shannon too. Find a less ugly version of him, please.
Yeah, absolutely. My number 5, Buckley Duke. I heard through the grapevine you might be a big fan of The Rock.
Oh, I truly am.
I truly am as well. That's what makes Doom watchable.
Yeah, I agree.
I've
never seen all of it though. I caught it on TV a couple times.
It's fucking bad. But like as far as video game adaptation, as a video game adaptation, it's garbage. But as a movie, it's fine. You know, it's one of those. Here's the thing: you got a game about Marines that get sucked into hell and fight demons. How do you fuck that up?
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. How do you fuck that up? Well, I'll tell you how they fuck that up. They don't make it demons, no hell, and it's zombies. That's how they fuck it up.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how they fuck it up. But either way, it's actually
figure it out, video game makers. Just like, here's what you gotta do: take the storyline that's already given to you. Great. No, you don't have to do anything. Add flavor dialogue. Great. Put in The Rock.
There you go.
That's it. That's all you have to do to make a good video game movie.
And like,
take the existing story, put in the flavor dialogue,
add the Rock. God damn, people.
A very simple formula to make a lot of money. And
here's the thing.
Movie.
Here's the thing: is that next year we're getting Rampage the movie, and guess what? Guess what they did? Took the game.
Took the existing stories, monsters wrecking a city.
Flavor dialogue.
Add the flavor dialogue. Put in The Rock.
Put in The Rock. There you go. They got it. They fucking.
You figured it out. Congrats.
Must be listening to the show. Like, cause like, there's no way that they just came across that like genuinely. They must know. They must fucking listen to the show. But anyway, Doom is not very good, but it's got The Rock and Carl Urban, and there's a really dope scene at the end where it's all like
Carl Urban's way underrated in my opinion.
Oh fucking yeah! And even when he started getting on that Star Trek fuck you money, you know, even then people are still like, yeah, Carl Urban, whatever.
Yeah, he's good, but like everyone else is good too, and you're like, whoa, hold up a second. That's one of the best bones I've ever fucking seen.
Why are more people talking about John Cho than they are Carl Urban? What the fuck's going on?
Yo. Have you seen fucking Dr. fucking McCoy in the original series? And then you look at Carl Urban and you're like, oh, that's the same guy. Exactly the same guy.
How'd they pull that shit off?
Who the fuck can pull that off? No one. Like, you look at Chris Pine or whatever and you're like, oh, that's not Shatner. Doesn't seem anything like Shatner. You look at fucking Bones over here, Dr. McCoy, and you're like, oh, that's literally the same guy. I see no difference there.
You look at Anton Yelchin and you're like, it doesn't look like the old guy, but rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest
And
in
then
peace.
like then you look at Sulu and you're like, might be the same guy, can't really tell. Asian.
Yeah. it's pretty except like I think they're like a different kind of Asian. I can't say
that
for
is true.
sure. I can't say for sure, but like George Takei has like a darker
He's
skin.
Japanese as fuck.
Oh,
and
he's Japanese. I think
he might be Chinese or some shit.
yeah, the difference between Japanese and Chinese, I guess. But we're getting into racial territory. So what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Aaron Paul's Need for Speed.
I never saw this, so
It's
God
not
bless
that
me.
good, but it's a lot of fun. If you like the Fast and Furious shit, it's like basically trying to be that, but not as cool.
So it's like you got Fast and Furious with Vin Diesel, then you got Faster with The Rock, and then down here you got Need for Speed with Aaron Paul.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the order.
Is Need for Speed actually a sequel to Breaking Bad, or is that just a theory?
That is just currently a fan theory, but there is a lot of evidence to support it.
My number 4. This is a movie, once again, I know this movie is very bad. Very, very bad, but I have a lot of nostalgia for it because I watched it a lot as a kid. This is Super Mario Brothers. John Leguizamo.
I've never seen that.
Dude, I can't believe you've never seen it. It's fucking about Donald Trump. It's a movie about Donald Trump as a lizard shapeshifter. That's the whole movie.
Look, Chadley, there's a lot of movies out there, and I don't really have time to watch fucking Mario Brothers, okay?
But it's about Donald Trump as a lizard shapeshifter. I feel like you would love that.
I'm sure I'd love it. I'm sure I would love it. I just, there's a lot of movies. Like, you gotta understand that. And if it was on Netflix, I would watch it today. Not on Netflix.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's not even owned by anyone anymore because it was owned by Hollywood Pictures, and now nobody owns it. So
it's just floating?
Yeah, it's just floating. Hey, if you want to upload the whole
all that shit.
Yeah, if you want to upload the full thing to YouTube, ain't nobody gonna flag you. That's all I'm saying. There's no one to flag.
That seems like an oversight by Netflix. Hollywood Pictures must have a bunch of shit that they could just pick up and throw on there.
Oh, dude. And you know what? I think there even is some. Isn't Encino Man on Netflix? Because that's a Hollywood Pictures for sure.
I don't remember. It might have been at one point.
Either way, Encino Man's a fucking gem of a film.
I kind of like Encino Man.
Yeah, there's a few Pauly Shore movies that are like, I know it's bad, but like I have so much, like Biodome, I have so much fun watching that. I don't care what anybody says. I love
I've never seen that one, but in the Army Now, it's fucking terrible.
In the Army Now is unwatchable. Yeah, absolutely. But like Biodome, Encino Man, and no, I think that might be it. I think that might be it for the Pauly Shore. Because like
the Pauly Shore trifecta is what they call it.
Yeah. Because then you got the Goofy movie as well, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I don't count that though. That's not a Pauly Shore movie.
Yeah, it's true. It's more of a Bill Farmer movie. Oh, Son-in-Law. That's the one. That's the other one. Son-in-Law is not absolutely garbage. It's not good, but it's
Pauly Shore. Hey, bro, I'm Pauly Shore. Hey, bro.
Yeah, I love Pauly Shore. I love the Pauly Shore shtick. I don't like. I do love it. Like his whole buddy, like his whole fucking shtick. I love it.
Hey, buddy.
I just don't love it when Jamie Kennedy does it. That's all I don't like.
Jamie Kennedy, fucking fake ass Pauly Shore, get out of here.
Yeah, go make another Tremors, you piece of shit.
My number 3, little film called Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank. I have not seen this. I vetoed watching this.
Again, not great, but it's watchable.
It's fine, watchable. Yeah, that's basically the rules for this list. Is like it's got to be watchable.
Like the thing about Ratchet and Clank feels like a video game cutscene, but then you never get to play any of the fun stuff. So
one movie I just want to touch on this real quick. One movie that was going to be on my list, but I actually took it off to put something else on there. Was what's it called? Angry Birds. I actually originally had this on my list, but I took it off for other stuff because Angry Birds, watchable, pretty watchable. I found myself fucking laughing watching Angry Birds. Pretty funny movie.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Chadley.
I actually did enjoy Angry Birds. Like, I feel guilty, but I actually kind of did. But it's mostly because Jason Sudeikis is so goddamn funny and he delivers his lines so well.
Yeah, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, Angry Birds. Angry Birds is pretty watchable. Peter Dinklage is funny in it too. Like it's good. It's actually decent. Like surprisingly,
As far as animated films go for this year, how does it stack up? I know you've seen all of that shit.
I have. Yeah, it's not. It's like it's probably 5 times worse. Hold on. Let me think. Because, like, up here at the top, we got Zootopia, and, like, that ain't nobody touching that. Then, like, right here in the middle, we got Finding Dory, where it's like, yeah. And right below.
Finding Nemo, so I assume I'm not going to like it.
Yeah, if you don't like Finding Nemo, you're going to fucking. And I'm going to make you watch it at the end of the year, too. Like, that's the thing.
We got to do the animated extravaganza Tronky Donk, so.
Oh, I'm getting a call from my landlord. What the fuck? Oh, shit. I can't take a. You know what? You can leave a message. I can't take a call on the pod.
You can't take a call on the pod. Whoa, she's probably banging at your door.
Boom, 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 boom. Open up the door. I've been evicted, actually. That's why all my stuff's in boxes. I've been evicted. I was supposed to be out by today.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm still got, pizza everywhere.
Smoking too much drugs in the house? Is that why?
Well, I mean, that's one of the hundreds of reasons, yeah.
Not paying your rent on time, I assume.
Not paying my rent at all.
Oh,
okay.
I
think the thing. But yeah, like Zootopia is up at the top. You got Finding Dory in the middle, and you got fucking Angry Birds like a little bit below Finding Dory. It's not a bad movie, but it's fine. It works.
All right.
My number 3. This is also an animated movie. This is a movie that like nobody fucking saw, and it makes me sad because it's actually decent. It's called Resident Evil Degeneration.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. It's it's like the 3D anime in style or anime inspired art that I really enjoy. Just a real fucking good movie, and it's all about like the actual characters from Resident Evil instead of the characters that Paul W.S. Anderson made up to give his wife the lead role in Resident Evil.
Yeah, fuck you, Paul W.S. Anderson.
You, Paul W.S.
Go have a sex party.
Is that a thing that him and his weird wife do?
Have you ever heard him talk? He's got a weird lisp. He's like, "Let's go have a sex party."
I've never heard him talk before. No. I would love to hear that though. If he were to show up here, I would listen. I would listen to every.
2, I don't know if you ever seen it. Did you ever see that Dead Rising movie?
No, I didn't. It's like the Watchtower one or whatever.
Yeah, they just made a sequel actually that just came out, but I haven't seen that one yet. But the first one's actually surprisingly. It's like a pretty good zombie movie. Like
I've heard that's good. Yeah.
And like, cause they make weapons like in Dead Rising, like how you combine weapons and shit.
Yeah,
it's a lot of that kind of like just cool kills with weird weapons.
Is it animated?
No, it's live action. It's just like a legit zombie movie. Like,
Jesus Christ, is like, why does nobody know about this?
Because there was a Crackle exclusive.
Oh, there you go. That'll kill it. Because it was the last Crackle exclusive before that. Joe Dirt 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So nobody trusts it anymore.
But
I understand.
They did make a sequel.
Oh shit! I guess enough people downloaded Crackle.
I guess so.
I have
if you're Canadian, they're both on Show Me. So
yeah, I have Crackle, and I watched it. I used it to watch Joe Dirt 2, and that is it.
That was it.
That was all I used it for. I wanted to check out that Joe Dirt 2, and then I immediately was like, okay. This Crackle ain't worth my time. I see the kind of content you're pushing out, Crackle. Then again, that's like judging Netflix by ridiculous 6.
True.
This is your content. This is your fucking content. My number 2. This is a horror movie based on a horror video game, and like actually pretty fucking scary. Yeah. And this is like when we're getting into the territory of like, hey, this movie's actually good. My number 2 is Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, yeah, I've never seen that, but I've heard it's pretty good.
It's actually really good because like it follows like it doesn't follow the game, but it follows like the theme of the game and the aesthetic that's like so terrifying. It's really good. I would check out a Silent Hill if you got a minute.
My number 1, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Street Fighter, baby.
Wasn't he not even really in it that much? Wasn't it like a lot of stock footage of Jean-Claude?
He's in it. He plays Geely.
Yeah, but like, why Gil, the main character of the Street Fighter movie? Why not make him?
There's other characters. There's other characters are in there. Just Jean-Claude Van Damme's on the cover. Come on now.
That's like when they made the Mortal Kombat movie, and they're like, we're gonna have Scorpion and
Fucking M. Bison's running around. It's great.
Sub-Zero. Yeah, M. Bison. That guy who plays M. Bison, like much like the fucking guy who plays Wesker, like, hey, how you look like M. Bison so much?
Yeah, dog. Guy looks exactly like him.
How do you? It's a 16-bit character. How do you look so goddamn much like him? Goddamn, Super Nintendo.
I love Street Fighter. I catch it on TV all the time.
Did you ever play the arcade game that was Street Fighter?
Yeah, of course.
Street Fighter the movie, the game. It's just like a shittier, floatier version, but they like put Jean-Claude Van Damme's head into the game. It's pretty dope. My number one. Hey, you can say this is cheating because this one might be cheating. This is Pokemon, the first movie. Is this cheating? I feel like this is cheating a little.
Sort of.
Because it's based on the TV show, which is based on the video game. So it's like I did a skip. I did a little hop. This one's sort of cheating, but
Here's why I count it though, because the movie's based on the video game that was based on the TV show.
Yes, absolutely. And like, I don't know if you've ever seen Pokemon the first movie, but like, pretty fucking good. Like, actually, pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's legit.
It's legit. There's even some Pokemon that weren't released yet. Like they hadn't released the second games yet, and they were like, "Oh, here we'll sprinkle a couple of the new Pokemon in the movie."
Sprinkle some of these bitches in there.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna smile at that. Oh, what's that? A fucking Meryl? You never seen that shit before?
What do you never seen that shit, son?
And like, hey, man, I'll lie, or I won't lie, man. Cry every time. I cry every time.
Cry every time.
Pokemon the first movie is like, I know it sounds silly, but like it's actually good. Like it's actually surprisingly good. It's 70 minutes. It's 70 minutes.
That's barely even a feature, Chadley.
They pop it off real quick, and there's like 30 minutes where Mewtwo's just standing in the same spot making fun of all the people.
That's basically 3 episodes, Chadley. That ain't a feature.
Yeah, I mean, it might as well have been 3 episodes. Like the Family Guy movie, which was like the same shit, and then they actually went and turned that into 3 episodes.
3 episodes, yeah.
But no, Pokemon the first movie, like it's actually fun. Like it's actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Also, just like
putting short films on our fucking list here. Why do I throw on that Dan Trachtenberg Portal short?
Yeah, that Dan Trachtenberg Portal short's pretty fucking legit though. What was I gonna say? But like, here's the problem with Pokemon the first movie is that the whole movie, like somewhere in the movie, it just gets completely disjointed, and then it just becomes Pokemon just like relentlessly beating the shit out of each other, just like relentlessly, and then like they learn the lesson, like, oh, maybe Pokemon shouldn't fight like this, and then they erase Ash's memory because if Ash decided to stop fighting Pokemon, wouldn't have a show anymore.
Dog fighting.
Yeah, fucking dog fighting. So they erase his memory, so the lesson is lost. Keep telling your little creatures to beat the shit out of other little creatures for money.
Yeah, dog, for money. That's the point. That's the part that people brush over too often. Is if you win a Poke battle, you get their fucking yen.
Yeah, you get their fucking money, and you can use it to buy a bike.
Yeah. You buy a bike with stolen yen. That's fucking ridiculous.
You might as well have just stolen the bike. If you're gonna beat the shit out of people's pets and steal their money, why even pay for things? Yeah. That's what I want to know. Why are you going into a store and just like casually paying?
Put on a mask, get a Pikachu behind you, and fucking rob the store for all its Pokeballs. Fuck them. Give me those Ultra Balls over here.
Yeah. Goddamn. Over. Yeah, no shit. Goddamn. Can I tell you a fun fact?
Ultra Balls are in the front in those locked cases. The guy's got to come out with the key.
Yeah.
Just get a Geodude to smash it. Give me those Ultra Balls. They're mine.
He's just like fucking. I think Team Rocket, like there's like scenes where Team Rocket's done shit like that, like had like Machokes like break open stuff and steal out of it. Yeah, like riots, like fucking street riots. Like Machoke breaks a window, jumps into the store, comes out with a fucking TV on his shoulder.
See, I don't know if that actually happened, but the visual of it is funny enough that I hope it
did. I'm sure it's somewhere in there. That joke is too good that there's no way they couldn't have made it. There's no way. And if they haven't made that in the 19 seasons that show's been running, then somebody needs to get fucking fired. So you know who I'm a big fan of?
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, me too.
But here's the thing: is that in Batman and Robin, Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't really have any lines of dialogue. I'm just gonna throw this out here real quick: is that every line he has is either a pun or a one-liner. Like I was paying close attention because this time I was like, I'm gonna see how many of these are one-liners. All of them. Every line of dialogue he has, like it's fucking amazing. You get like a bunch of moonshine and take a shot every time fucking Schwarzenegger says the word ice as a pun. You're gonna get wasted as shit.
Moonshine, you'll die, Chad.
One of my favorite of his lines starts off at the beginning when they're fighting in the museum, and he goes, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age." And then, like, he freezes the dinosaur.
The thing about Arnold is he goes 110% every time. Yeah. And, like,
it's not good, but he's given his best.
He's so immensely more watchable than Jim Carrey, though. It's like it's preposterous. Even
that's because Jim Carrey isn't fun, you know. Like I was talking about this last week, but like I've heard people like talk about like, oh, I hate The Rock because he's just like some action star, just like garbage actor, and I'm like, okay, first of all, you're wrong, and then they're like. And then I'm like, do you like Predator? And they're like, love Predator, love Schwarzenegger. It's like, you fucking hypocrite. They're the same person.
Exact thing.
It's the same person. Fucking, you hypocrite. They can act just as good. In fact, The Rock might be better.
The Rock is way better than Arnold. The Rock is a legit actor. Like, he's pretty good most of the time.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But yeah, every line that in by the way, I feel like I didn't really touch on this, but we're going to talk about Batman and Robin now. Every line that Arnold Schwarzenegger had in this movie is like he delivered it with such conviction, but it wasn't like even like when he was trying to be serious, like when the guy walks in and he's like, Mr. Freeze, we gotta go, and he's like, I hate when people talk during the movie. It's like, wow, are you serious? You're crying and that you're gonna bust out a one-liner? You're crying over your dead wife, and you're gonna bust a one-liner out. That's fine. And then like at the
God.
Yeah, and then at the end when he's like giving the cure to Batman and he's like, take 2 and call me in the morning. And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, are you serious? Did you say that?
All in.
Dude, you're dying. You're dying right now. You can't just say that. But here's the thing that I found really, really weird about this movie is like Arnold Schwarzenegger is like really, really tall.
Yeah.
And I think they must have like either upsized everybody else or downsized him because he looked small. He was like shorter than Uma Thurman. And like, that's not right. That's not correct. I think he must have had like a body double and they just like imposed his face on it or something because he looked really small.
Could be. I don't know how they made this movie. I don't know why they made this movie. But
because Joel Schumacher is a hack.
Joel Schumacher's a hack. Here's the problem. Arnold Schwarzenegger is literally the best part of this movie.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct,
and that's
Chris.
a problem because everyone else has more screen time than him.
Yeah, it's true, which is weird because he's first billed.
Yeah, well, he's the star, dog.
Well, in this one, they got rid of Val Kilmer. I don't know why, but whatever.
He was filming something during it.
Was it that one where he was blind or whatever?
A Time to Kill. I don't know.
A Time to Kill. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so instead of Val Kilmer, we got George Clooney. Now here we have simultaneously the worst Batman ever and the worst Bruce Wayne ever. How did they like? It's weird because you hear George Clooney and you're like, man, that guy would be a pretty good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Nope. He's fucking real bad at it.
That's just George Clooney though. Like,
yeah.
That's just what he's like. He's trying to be George Clooney as Bruce Wayne. When you can't do that, you got to be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. He was doing the whole George Clooney thing. And like I don't know, just like so many. I'm gonna say this straight up. I've already said it, but I'll say it again. This is better than Batman Forever.
I would agree.
Most of that is due.
It's still pretty bad, but
well, here's the thing: is that like they tried to shove as many villains into a movie as possible, but the difference is that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Uma Thurman are actually kind of entertainers, and Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey are bad. So it makes it semi-watchable. What is not semi-watchable is the portrayal of the character Bane.
Oh yeah, that was real weird, hey?
Oh boy, did they ever fuck that up. They made that unwatchable. Every second Bane was on screen, I was screaming. I was just wishing it would end.
Like Bane at least, though.
But then they got this guy who looks exactly like fucking Hugo Strange, and they didn't make him Hugo Strange. Why the fuck was that guy in it? He looked he was wearing the coat. He was a scientist and everything. Could have just made that guy Hugo Strange. Like, am I wrong here? Am I wrong?
They should have. But clearly whoever wrote this never read a Batman.
Because they're like, okay, Mr. Freeze is cold. Poison Ivy is Poison Ivy.
Akiva Goldsman.
Akiva! That's a hella Jewish name.
He wrote Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, I Am Legend, Cinderella Man.
All makes sense.
Beautiful Mind.
Oh, what? Whoa. Hey, hold up. Did you say that the guy who wrote this wrote A Beautiful Mind, the Russell Crowe film?
Yeah, with Ron Howard.
I can't. I don't know how to. I actually don't know how to take this information.
He has an Oscar, Chadley.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen and one of the best movies ever. What the fuck?
You know what else he wrote?
What's that?
Fucking the Da Vinci Code.
Oh,
I mean, obviously Dan Brown wrote it, but he wrote the screenplay.
Oh, you know what that means? What's this guy's name?
Akiva Goldsman.
Akiva Goldsman? Jewish. Oh man, that's tough, right? Because he's super Jewish, but like he also has to be in the Illuminati, right?
Ooh, you know what I see he's got in development?
What's that?
Writer for the Transformers spinoff.
Oh shit, there's a Transformers spinoff happening?
Here, you know what else he wrote, Chadley?
What's that?
Motherfucking Divergent Insurgent.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that makes sense because like
this guy's a fucking Hollywood motherfucker. Look at this guy.
What just did a cat just jump on a table or something?
I don't know. You know what else he wrote? That movie, The Fifth Wave.
Oh my god, this dude must be Richard. This must be one of the richest men in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What's this motherfucker's name?
Oh, you know what he's writing? That movie that I really want to see, The Dark Tower with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. That's Stephen King.
Oh, Dark Tower, Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, you didn't know about that?
Oh, I know about Dark Tower. I didn't know they were filming it.
Yeah, they're filming it with Idris Elba as the main character.
Oh my god! Oh,
fucking unreal, dude.
Oh my god, are you serious? That is. I read some of Dark Tower, like the graphic novels. Were they ever real novels, or did Stephen King just jump right into graphic?
No, there's like 13 books, dude.
Okay, well I've read some of it, and like, if there was ever a part that Idris Elba was perfect for, it's that one. Oh, and James Bond. Idris Elba for James Bond.
Yeah.
I get Elba in there. He's one of the holy trifectum. And you can't get Oscar Isaac in James Bond. That don't work. Tom Hardy you could get in James Bond, but I would prefer Elba.
Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that's gonna be good, man. So in Batman and Robin, here's where this movie really falls flat. Is that like at this point, if you're gonna have a movie with a bunch of villains, you can't have the villains be outnumbered by the heroes. That's why I think Avengers falls short really like a lot. It's like, wow, 17 Avengers versus Ultron. I wonder who's gonna win this one. You know, like, 17 fucking Avengers, and that's why Ultron had to be like, oh, I've got a billion robots that you guys have to fight. It's like, okay, I mean, kind of fairer, more fair, but like in this one, because there's three, there's Batman, Robin, and Batgirl, and because there's three of them, any second that any of them feels helpless, it's like, one of the other one's just gonna swoop in here, right? And then it does. That's exactly what happens. Like Robin's in trouble. Yeah, Alicia Silverstone shows up. She just rolls up. That's cool. You know, like the part where Batgirl almost falls off that bridge and then Robin catches her, and it's like, I mean, she was never in peril.
Yeah.
She's best friends with Batman and Robin. She's never really in peril.
True.
But speaking of which, I feel like I just rolled over Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman's great in this movie. I just wish that her character was like not written terribly. But she should like Uma Thurman is actually good, and like so is Arnold Schwarzenegger. The guy, whoever plays Bane, he's behind a mask the whole movie, but 100% fuck whoever's behind that mask because screwed that up. No, George Clooney, no good.
Yeah, George Clooney. All of the this is the problem. All of the people that play like the fucking Batman and the Robin and the Batgirl, all fucking terrible. And I like the bad guys better, so I want them to win, you know?
Well, Mr. Freeze is actually kind of a likable character. That's why I think this one's better. Because, like, they actually made an effort to make you like Mr. Freeze. Whereas, like, in the last one, it's like, why is Two-Face bad? Nah, he's just bad. He's just a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Why is the Riddler bad? He's just a bad guy, you know, just a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. He's like fucking Suicide Squadding up in this shit.
They're bad guys.
They're fucking bad guys. Yesterday I was in goddamn Shoppers Drug Mart, and they have Suicide Squad hair dye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a thing. You can dye your hair Joker green. If you want to get the shit kicked out of you, that's the route you could go.
Look, if I see anybody with Joker green hair, I'm gonna go over there and fucking toss them into a locker. All right, fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it would be even better. Like, if you're dyeing your hair green, you're going the full mile, right? So like, you're probably gonna wear the suit and everything. Like, it's just gonna make nerds really easy to find and beat the shit out of.
Yeah. But not cool nerds either. I find them playing Pokemon Go. Fucking dumb nerds are the ones that are trying to be like the fucking Jared Leto.
Yeah, exactly. Good, like cool nerds. They're all playing Pokemon, and all these dumb nerds are excited about fucking Suicide Squad. I think at this point, anybody.
Y'all know there's a Star Wars movie coming out this year, or what?
I think at this point, like all the dumb nerds, like have no idea what the DC universe is like. Like, I feel like at this point, if you're still interested in the DC universe, then you're dumb, right?
I can't believe how many people are trying to defend Batman versus Superman these days.
Dude, it buffaloes me whenever someone defends that movie, because it is the worst movie ever made. You know, it's so bad. I was listening to like some of our recent podcasts, like on my commute recently, and I'm like, man, I think we must have done we must have accumulated like 5 hours on Batman versus Superman. We're talking like we accidentally do 40 minutes on Batman versus Superman every podcast for the past 15 podcasts.
Well, it's so bad, and people are trying to defend it now. It's like, what are you talking about? The Ultimate Cut's not better; it's just longer.
Yeah, I saw somebody was watching the Ultimate Cut, and it's like, finally, this is what I wanted from the theatrical release. More Lois Lane tracking down ISIS? This is what you wanted? You know the deleted scenes?
Add anything, motherfucker. What do you mean it's a different movie? It's the same shit.
Look, here's the thing: is that put.
What do you mean when you say it's a completely different movie? Because it's a half an hour. You can't really add that much to something with a half an hour.
Here's the thing about the director's cut is all they added was the 30 minutes that Zack Snyder didn't deem good enough to be in his movie. And Zack Snyder's dumb as shit. So if Zack Snyder is saying it's bad, it's got to be unwatchably bad. Yeah. And it is. Yeah. So fuck everybody trying to defend that movie. I can't believe I'm saying this, but can we go back to like Christopher Nolan doing this, or like, can we because Christopher Nolan passed it off to Zack Snyder, and it's like, that's a pretty good director passing it off to the biggest piece of garbage in Hollywood. What is
Nolan even doing these days?
Christopher Nolan? I think he's just sitting on that Interstellar money, dude. That movie made so much money. Chris Nolan?
They doing something else with fucking Matthew McConaughey or what?
I would hope so. Or fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, he's got a movie coming out. He's filming.
He's got enough movies out now that he can just sit in his house, rewatch them all, and just jerk off.
He's filming a World War II movie starring Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy, and Mark Rylance.
Oh my god.
Oh, Kenneth Branagh's in it too. Did you just come in your pants, Chadley?
Oh, dude, I fucking love that cast. God damn. Kenneth Branagh's in there?
Yeah, Branagh's in there.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be a watcher for sure.
July 21st, 2017. Get it done. 1 year from now.
God damn. So when that comes out, get ready for us to talk about how great Tom Hardy is and make fun of how dumb Christopher Nolan is.
There's no way I'm going to dislike that movie.
No, I don't think so. I actually like most of Christopher Nolan's movies. I just wish he wasn't.
He makes good movies.
Yeah, he's a fucking good director. I just wish he wasn't a douchebag.
Yeah, hey, Christopher Nolan, just stop pretending you're so smart. Like,
now, here's another big problem with fucking Batman and Robin. I don't know who hired Alicia Silverstone and how nobody at any point during production of this movie said, hey, does anybody else notice that this girl is the worst ever? She is so unwatchably terrible. Every line she delivers. Have you ever seen Birdemic, Shock and Terror?
Sure haven't.
Okay, well, the main guy in that, like, he is, like, this shockingly bad actor, and, like, Alicia Silverstone is reminiscent of that guy, and she got famous. She was famous. She has money. She probably still has money from this movie.
Really? She seems like she'd be into the Coca-Cola a bit.
She probably, yeah. I mean, she might dabble in the Coca-Cola, but I don't think she would do enough Coca-Cola to get rid of her Batman and Robin fuck you money. It's a huge movie.
I'd be surprised how much money fucking people into Coke go through.
You might be surprised how much money this movie cost to make. How much of that probably went to her. Hold on, 1997 movie. Let's see what was the budget on this bitch? 140 million. That's actually not as much as I thought it was, but still a lot of money.
All right, Chad.
I don't know what to say about this movie. Like, it is bad, but like it's so much better than Batman Forever, because this time they cast entertainers to be in it. But there was one big, huge fucking problem with this movie. It's like, hey, why are we focusing so heavily on, like, Alfred's cancer? Why is so much of this movie about Alfred having cancer?
Because Joel Schumacher's a hack, I think, is the simple answer.
Yeah, it's true. He doesn't know how to write. He's like, yeah, might as well just give Alfred some cancer. And, like, I thought they were going to write him out, like, James Bond style. And, like, I think that would have been fine if they killed him. But instead, they're like, just kidding. Mr. Freeze has the magic cure to this exact disease. And it's like, where the fuck did he get that? Okay, I know where he got it, because he's, like, a fucking scientist or whatever. But, like, it's too big of a coincidence, I feel.
Now, this movie flopped, Chadley. There's no secret there.
No dancing around it.
The problem was we were robbed from one of the greatest movies to ever be not made, called Batman Unchained.
What is that? I've never heard of this. What is this?
Batman Unchained. That was going to be like the next sequel. And it was going to star Scarecrow.
Ooh, I like Scarecrow.
Who do you think would play him? Who do you think would be a good choice for that?
Scarecrow? Fuck, I don't know.
Someone we love here on the show.
Is it let me think. Oh my god. Is it Denise?
Close. Motherfucking Nick Cage, son.
Nick Cage was good. Nicolas Cage was gonna be the Scarecrow. Oh my god.
We were robbed, Chadley.
Wasn't he also supposed to be Superman in this universe?
Yeah, well, I mean, that one was canceled prior, I think. It was canceled before this movie came out. And
was there any other villains, or was it just Scarecrow that was talked about?
Well, I think Harley Quinn was going to be in it, but she was going to be like the Joker's daughter, and she wanted revenge because the Batman killed the Joker or whatever.
Did Batman kill the Joker? That was like 4 weeks ago. I fucking don't remember anything about that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. But either way, there wasn't enough money to make that one.
That's too bad because I feel like that would have been a gem. But the thing is, though, is that if that were to happen and they were to do that, I think we would have
supposed to play Harley Quinn though.
Who's that?
Courtney Love.
Ooh, no, that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I think that more than counteracts the Nick Cage's Scarecrow. God damn, that sucks. That's terrible news.
Yuck.
I could just go on like I can't stop making this noise.
It's worse than Margot Robbie.
God damn, I would fucking rather Margot Robbie bastardize the character than see Courtney Love in it.
Fucking, I don't even know what Margot Robbie looks like. You could put fucking Margot Robbie, that fucking what's that chick from Ghostbusters that everybody likes?
Kristen Wiig?
No, not Kristen Wiig. The one that Kate McKinnon. You could put Kate McKinnon, Robbo Margie. For Robbo Margie, you can put you can put all these fucking white blonde-haired women in a row, and I would never figure out which one is which. They all look the same to me. I don't know.
Kate Upton.
Sure, throw her in there. I'd know because of the giant tits, but like, but Kate McKinnon, I don't know who the fuck that is. All right, I know she's gotten famous because she's on SNL and fucking Ghostbusters. Two things I hate. So I don't know who the fuck that is.
No, we haven't. Have you seen Ghostbusters in theaters yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because here's the deal: is that like, it's gonna be a while, unfortunately. Just sorry, listeners, but it will be a while till we watch Ghostbusters because 2 years ago when they announced Ghostbusters, I made a vow right here on this podcast that if they were to cast Melissa McCarthy in the film, that I would not pay to see it in a theater. So, I'm a man of my word. I gotta stick by my word. So we're not gonna be able to do that at least till it comes to video on demand. Because I won't go to see that in a fucking theater. I can't.
Stick to your guns, Charlie.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be good, so don't worry about it. Like,
yeah, I feel like here's the thing: is it's getting pretty positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but like here's the thing: is that the critics jizz for Paul Feig, and here's why. Here's what I think. I think people are scared to say they don't like Paul Feig movies, because the second you're like, oh, I don't like this Paul Feig movie, people are like, why is it? I bet you if Judd Apatow made it, you would have loved it, and it had fucking Seth Rogen instead of women. You sexist fuck. Like people get real crotchety, so critics are like tiptoeing around Ghostbusters.
They're scared, so they're giving it like a 60.
Yeah, they're letting it linger at 75, and they're like, that's safe. Because like, hey, I don't know if you saw Spy. Actually, I do know you saw Spy. Not a 95% film.
Yeah, fuck. Is that what that has?
It has 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's preposterous right there.
Yeah, I don't. It's something about that Melissa McCarthy and Paul Feig there.
It's like, hey, Paul Feig, like, wanna hire literally anybody and literally anybody else. I would be fine. I'd fucking make Margot Robbie. I don't even give a shit. Just don't hire Melissa McCarthy anymore. I'm done with this. Ghostbusters is gonna be unwatchably bad. Pretty much everybody I know who went and saw it was like, yeah, it's no good. It's really bad. I heard somebody say Bill Murray is the worst part of the new Ghostbusters, and I almost fucking punched him in the face.
Yeah, I bet that's not true.
Yeah, I bet the only second of that movie that's enjoyable is like, oh, check it out, Bill Murray. And then the rest of it is just like a dying slog.
Yeah, I doubt that, whoever said that.
Yeah, fucking rest in peace, because I'm going to beat the shit out of you, you dumb nerd. Probably fucking dyeing your hair green, jizzing over Suicide Squad, you piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Fuck, what else is even coming up right now? It's like I feel like all the big shit has happened and all of it is done terribly this summer. Like this has been rough.
Well, anybody who thinks this year is good is I think I've shown I think we've shown that this year is not good. At the start of the year, some people are like, this year is going to be great. A lot of good stuff coming out. And
You and I were like, no, nothing good's coming out this year.
But I did mention that there may be a few surprises from the indie circuit. And what we're talking about next, Chadley, happens to be one of those.
Ooh, we're talking about Green Room. We're talking about Green Room. This is with Anton Yelchin and Patrick Stewart. Hey, Patrick Stewart, you're best actor on the planet.
Hey, yeah, this guy's the greatest man to ever live, really.
How the fuck is he so good?
Yeah, it's almost preposterous how good he is.
Oh my god, I love Patrick Stewart so much, and he's so good in this movie. Because like you look at this, and you look at like Jean-Luc Picard, it's like that's different dude.
That's a completely different guy.
That's a different guy. He's like fucking Heisenberg in this shit. Like
yeah, dog.
It's like the difference between Heisenberg and Malcolm in the Middle's dad. Like it's seriously like that night and day.
Yeah. He does come from the Bryan Cranston school of good fucking acting. So
yeah, there's like just some of those old actors like him and like Ian McKellen and like fucking Bryan Cranston. It's just like, hey, you're 60, but you're the best on the planet. I love that joke about Bryan Cranston. It's like, how do you look at the Malcolm in the Middle dad and go, yeah, maybe that guy will be the best actor on the planet someday. How does that even happen? Like Liam Neeson.
God.
Liam Neeson, I'd say, is in the same boat too. He's just like, he's this old as fuck dude, but like he's so amazing in it.
Anyway, Green Room. Jeremy Solner.
Jeremy Solner.
He made this movie called Blue Ruin. That was really good. That came out a couple years ago. So I was looking forward to this because it's kind of similar down the lines of it's pretty violent, but also real dope.
Yeah, and this sort of like lingers on that same sort of thing. Basically what this movie is about is we have like this. It's just such a bizarre concept that I love it. Is that this heavy metal band that's like struggling to stay alive and struggling to stay above the water is like just goes to like do this shitty show at some shitty dive bar, and they accidentally discover that the dive bar is owned by neo-Nazis, and they witness a murder. So the neo-Nazis have to keep them locked in this green room so that they don't go to the cops. Yeah, this is a good. It's really weird. It's really bizarre, and a lot of the movie takes place inside the green room, and it's riveting as fuck. Like it's so riveting.
It's real intense. White knuckle all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Anton Yelchin. Hey man, I'm glad that you were able to give the performance of your life before you pass away. May you rest in peace.
Fuck that Star Trek movie. This is his fucking swan song right here.
Yeah, god damn, it's really good. Anton Yelchin, he absolutely kills it in this movie. Here's the thing though, is that like, and maybe this is just like the indie thing to do right now, like in indie movies, and I feel like I've seen this a million times. Enough of Aaliyah Shawkat. Am I the only one who's kind of done?
She is in a lot of movies, hey? At least she gets her throat ripped out by a dog.
Yeah, that was pretty rad. I didn't see that coming either. And that's the thing about this movie is that like it almost operates like a horror movie, but like with like this drama-like suspense behind it.
Yeah.
You know? It's not quite a thriller, but it's got like this suspense.
It's I would say it's a horror thriller sort of hybrid. This movie's probably more terrifying than most of that mass market jump scare shit, though. Like, this is like feels genuine. When you look at this movie, you're like, did this shit really happen? Because it feels like this is a real documentary.
Am I watching watching a true crime doc right now?
And that's the thing about Jeremy Solner, is his previous movies, they're all like very genuine. Like, even though like people are getting their arms cut off and shit, they're very genuine. They feel like it's really happening. And he's like pulling these good performances out of everybody too. So
yeah, absolutely. And I love people who can pull good performances out of people. And this I've never seen Blue Ruin, but if the Green Room,
check out Blue Ruin.
Yeah, because like I've never seen Anton Yelchin act like that. Like, what was that Anton Yelchin movie that he did with Nick Cage? What was that called? Dying in the Light or something like that.
Is that what that was called? Yeah.
Yeah, Anton Yelchin is like unwatchably bad in that movie, and like just looking at that and then looking at this, and it's like that's the same actor. Like that blows my mind away. That they're the same person because it's night and day. It's completely night and day. Anton Yelchin absolutely murders this movie. Imogen Poots, holy shit, that is a good actress.
Yeah, she's real good.
She is real fucking good, and why is she not? Well, okay, here's the thing. Take Imogen Poots, hey, maybe make her Harley Quinn, you know? Maybe get rid of Robbo Margie and fucking throw in Imogen Poots, because she's way better.
Robbo Margie.
Fuck you, Robbo Margie. I hope you and the Suicide Squad all just like perish from fucking making no money. I hope that movie makes no money.
Yeah, that's a good call. Actually, she'd be a real good Harley Quinn.
Yeah, absolutely, she would. I feel like she would play the role like accurately, instead of just saying bad guy.
Hey, when we watch that movie, we gotta count how many times they say bad guy in it.
Yeah, I'll count. I'll count. I'll fucking bring my little notepad to the theater, and my girlfriend will be sitting next to me, just like furious about the whole thing. But yeah, I'll do a tick of how many times they say bad guy.
Yeah, she hates when you take notes during the movie. Hey.
Oh, she hates it, dude. She hates it. She does not like when I take notes during the movie. She doesn't like when I like look at a movie critically either. We saw something recently. Fuck, what was it? But she really liked it, and I thought it was only okay. What was it? And she was just like trying to argue with me, and like it sucks when my girlfriend tries to argue with me about the quality of a film because like show it wrong, and I always right.
That's a real problem, hey.
What was it? Maybe it was Warcraft. Maybe it was. No, I don't think it was Warcraft. No, yeah, I think it was Warcraft. I think she liked it, and I was just like, no, though. Maybe it was Everybody Wants Some. I don't think she liked it at all. And I was like, oh, no, that's what it was. It was The Fundamentals of Caring. She's like, that's an amazing movie. And I was like, that's a loose term, I guess. Can't just if you're throwing out the word amazing for The Fundamentals of Caring,
I would say The Fundamentals of Caring pretty good.
It's fine. It works, I guess. It's not
if
amazing.
You're a Rudd fan,
well, I rated it 3 stars, and she was like, "You got to change that, dude. That's like a 4.5 to 5 star movie." And I'm like, "No,
no." I mean, that's
straight up no. And then she doesn't like Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and I'm like, well, I don't get you. I don't understand you. I don't understand where your fucking taste comes from.
Well, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl was made for fucking me and Chadley, though. So
yeah, I feel like nobody else in the world enjoyed it. It's just you and me. You know how they dedicate movies to people sometimes? It should have just been dedicated to us, because I'm pretty sure that was written just to be watched by me and you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I love that movie so much. I've watched it like probably 15 times now.
I saw it once, and that's enough for me.
So back to Green Room. So basically, like, yeah, you get this horror hybrid where like you get the characters being picked off one at a time. Very horror-esque. But like in the middle of it, you just sort of have Patrick Stewart, and like he's just like every second of the movie, he's like incredibly calm. He never like loses his mind or anything, and that is actually terrifying. Like that's what makes the character so scary, is that at no point does he think he's going to lose the fight.
Well, it's spooky because there's always that underlying thing where they're neo-Nazis, right? But it's never really like
they never really. Yeah, I was gonna say that they never really are like, yeah, they're neo-Nazis. They just are, and they're never like kill the Jews or anything like that. It's
just swastikas all over the place, and
and they're bald. They're fucking
they're
skinheads.
Bald, and like it's spooky because like I wouldn't want to be trapped there
by fucking neo-Nazis. That would be terrifying. It's it's very suspenseful as far as like thrillers of this year go. Check out like all the indie movies, man. They're all good this year, and nobody gives a shit. Like
no one is watching this movie. I bet this movie made fucking $87.
Let's take a look. What was it called? The Green Room? Let's
Just
take a
Green
look.
Room.
This Green Room?
The Green Room was some other movie.
Oh, you're right. I searched the I'm a monster. Green Room film. Let's take a look. This movie cost. Wow. Fuck you. This movie
$5
made
million.
Yeah, this movie made $3.7 million. Ah. Fuck everybody, dude. Going to fucking complaining about sequels and then fucking making $800 million on Deadpool and Batman vs Superman. You pieces of garbage.
Yeah. You know what? That production company A24 is releasing a lot of good fucking movies.
Were they also behind Midnight Special?
I don't know about Midnight Special, but they did do Ex Machina.
Yeah.
End of Tour.
Oh, dude, End of the Tour is so
Room.
good. Oh, Room also really good.
Swiss Army Man, which we haven't seen yet. The Lobster, which we haven't seen yet.
The Witch, which we haven't seen yet. Good shit coming out of these people.
Yeah, they just see Locke. Locke was good.
Oh, but here's the thing. Oh, they did Locke? Oh, dude, I love Locke. But here's the problem. Is that they also did Harmony Korine Spring Breakers.
Well, they also did Tusk, so I know you don't like that.
Ooh, I sure don't. I sure don't. Sure ain't got nothing for Tusk. No love. Absolutely. Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, though, that's a really good movie.
That movie fucking rules. I love that movie so much.
Yeah. Obvious Child, I've never seen that, but I've heard that's
Obvious
good.
Child's good.
It's with Jenny, what's her fucking Jenny Slate?
Yeah.
Do you know Jenny Slate?
The Rover is amazing.
You know Jenny Slate is dating Chris Evans?
Really?
Yeah. Really
He
weird.
probably just tosses her around.
Yeah, dude, he can do whatever he wants with her, really. There's no way she would. If anybody was ever going to break up with anybody, it'd be her. Or it would be him.
Yeah.
Oh, but the same company did Cut Bank, Colby.
What?
A24 did Cut Bank.
Yeah, I know.
I know how much you love Cut Bank.
That movie fucking sucks, but what I'm saying is mostly their output is good shit.
Yeah, Green Room, Ex Machina, Room, a lot of Room stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Room stuff.
A lot of Room stuff. A lot of movies where people are trapped in rooms. They support J.C. Shandor, which I cannot support, but you got to do what you got to do in this life, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that all these indie directors though have like a place to go.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Keep doing the Lord's work out there, A24. Get these movies out there. You'll never get your money back, but get them out there.
Is Swiss Army Man the one where Paul Dano has to carry around Daniel Radcliffe because he's like mentally retarded or something?
No, he's dead. It's fucking Weekend at Bernie's, dog.
Yo, Weekend at Bernie's, but Bernie is played by fucking Harry Potter. Yo,
yeah.
Man. Weekend at Harry's. Weekend at Harry's.
Yo, that shit's Weekend at Bernie's, dog. We gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's gonna be unreal. It's gonna be
on that episode. Unreal. We should do Weekend at Bernie's Part 2, and Swiss Army Man.
Well, because it's Weekend at Bernie's Part 3. Yeah. Is there affiliation? There has to be. There is. I'm not even gonna look it up, but there is. There has to be.
Yeah, there is.
There's an affiliation. They'll like be walking down, and Jonathan Silverman will show up, and he'll be like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! It's a sequel."
Yeah. So Green Room fucking rules. It's probably the best movie we've seen It's definitely the best movie we saw this week.
Yeah, absolutely. This week, it's definitely. If we had to give a pick of the week, it's gonna be go to Green Room. Unless there's something with The Rock in your theater, your local theater, and in that case, go see that.
Yeah, go see that.
Go see that. Give The Rock all your money. He deserves it. He's a hardworking man.
I hope The Rock lives for another 100 years. Quite honestly,
dude, and in the shape he's in, dude, he's gonna live for at least that.
It's real possible. Well, the thing about big dudes like that is that their hearts just randomly explode sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I'm getting worried about Arnie, dude, because his days are limited, right?
Yeah, because like you think about all of the steroids Arnold did over the years, like that's gotta fuck with your heart heavy, yo.
Yeah, it's gotta be just like his heart, like it's probably in a few pieces at this point. Like, and it's just like it's being
Especially
held together with
pumping all that body around for fucking 60 years or whatever.
No, dude, he's way older than that. He's got to be like 90 at this point. Fuck Arnold, he's so old, dude.
Is he 70?
He's born in 47, so he's going on 70.
Oh yeah,
going on 70. Jesus, dude, Arnie's going on 70. He's old.
He's old as shit, dog. When he dies, that's gonna be a real sad day.
Yo, I might not go to work the day that Arnold dies.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have a lot of beef with Arnold, and hey, I'm just as mad about fucking Terminator Genesis as you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I'm really looking forward to? They're making a third Conan movie.
Oh, really? God bless.
Schwarzenegger. With Schwarzenegger.
What about that other Conan movie? Is that non-canon now?
I think it must be non-canon because they're making a third Conan movie with Schwarzenegger.
Conan the Barbarian with Jason Momoa?
Was that who that was?
I don't know. I can't remember who it was.
I feel like that's correct. Let me look it up. It was Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa without a beard though. That makes me uncomfortable when Jason Momoa doesn't have a beard. You know? Just it don't look right. Don't look right. Just looks like a fucking football player when you don't got the beard. Otherwise you look like a goddamn savage. Like you could rip my head off with one fell swoop. Without the beard though?
He would do it too. He wouldn't give a fuck.
I mean, without the beard, he could still shove me in a locker. I'm not saying he's not a strong man. I'm just saying without the beard, he doesn't look as savage.
Yeah, it's all about being the savage.
Yeah, it's 2016. You gotta be savage, or else you're not gonna survive in this world.
Stewart with a beard, savage.
Yeah, fucking Patrick Stewart with a beard, super savage. Still bald though, obviously.
Still bald, but he can't grow hair.
Yeah, is that true? Is the beard in this movie fake?
No, he can grow a beard. He can't grow hair.
Why is that? This can't be like alopecia or whatever it's called.
No, it's not alopecia. It's just he can't grow hair. Some dudes just don't grow hair, you know?
That is. Does he got hair on his chest? I mean, he probably does, right?
I bet he's a hairy beast.
Hey, how come we haven't seen fucking Patrick Stewart play Mr. Clean yet?
How come we've never seen Patrick Stewart's dick? His finger.
That's true. That's true. If we were ever going to see it, though, Green Room would have been the best.
Like all British actors are willing to show their finger at a drop of a hat.
Have we seen McKellen? I feel like we've seen McKellen's finger.
I bet his finger's out there.
His finger's on the internet. I know for a fact Patrick Stewart's finger is not out there.
Yeah, I know it's not out there. Like
I've looked.
Every other British actor seen their dick.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom Hardy, who I've seen
Tom Hardy, Fassbender, fucking.
I've almost seen Tom Hardy's dick more times than I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, I've seen Tom Hardy's dick more than my dick.
Yeah, Fassbender, his dick's out there somewhere.
What's that dude from X-Men First Class?
X-Men First Class? Which guy? James McAvoy?
James McAvoy seen his dick.
His dick's been out there?
Yeah, it's in Filth, dog.
Oh, I've never seen Filth.
Filth is good.
God damn. I mean, as long as there are dicks out there. I mean, like I wish there was more, but like as long as they're out there, you know, we're safe.
Well, the Brits seem to be bringing us finger at like a rapid pace. So Hollywood needs to catch up.
But here's the real question. When we get the Donald? When we get the Donald finger?
Donald finger?
Yeah. Has Donald's finger been out? I don't think it's been out.
I don't know.
I feel like I would have remembered the orangey pubes, right?
Yeah, his orange pubes. I don't know. You'd have to look into his indie shit, but he might have shown dong at some point.
He must be. Well, I mean, like his indie shit was like after he got big with Harry Potter, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Hold on. Donald. How do you spell Donald Gleason? There. Okay, there it is. I found it. Donald Gleason. Which finger? I'm getting nothing.
Nothing. Hey.
Which finger cookies recipe? We might have to make that for the show. Which finger cookies recipe at Guiata de Lentiras Food Network? Were you looking for Food Network Canada? No, let me see the witch fingers.
Give me those fingers.
Yeah. We'll have to cook and eat some witch fingers right here on the pod. It'll be a special episode of Cooking for Poor People with Chadley, where I cook witch fingers.
Well, God bless. Do you got anything else to say about Greenfinger, or are we done?
This is a fantastic movie. Like, obviously, it's not perfect. It does but like, if you ever want to see a movie with excellent pacing, yo, check this shit out. Because like the pacing here is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's not that long either. It's like 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 90 minutes, and I mean, I wish there was a bit more of a satisfying ending, but like, it's an indie movie, and like, I get that they had to do what they had to do, right? Just is what it is kind of movie. Yeah, I mean, I guess I wasn't expecting like a 4 months later, and then you see Anton Yelchin just like living up his life, you know. But expecting more than just what they gave me. But it's still a really good movie. They kill some doggos in it, and that hurts my spine when they kill the doggos. Yeah, you like the doggo death?
Yeah. Well, see, I don't like dogs at all.
Oh.
If one day some sort of plague wiped out every doggo on Earth, I wouldn't even shed a tear.
You wouldn't shed one tear? I might shed one tear, but like, it wouldn't be much more than that.
I wouldn't shed. I might even celebrate.
Hey, let's get the catos out of here first. Let's get them out. super allergic to them, and they suck.
I disagree completely. That's been the show. Subscribe on YouTube.
This was a good one.
Watching next week, Chadley?
Next week, it's time. It's time for some Oscar Isaac. Do you like Oscar Isaac?
Oh, I adore Oscar Isaac.
I like Oscar Isaac. I also like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. Jennifer Lawrence less so. But this is X-Men Apocalypse. We're finally checking this out from famed director Bryan Singer, most famous for diddling little kids. We're gonna check that one out.
Kids.
Yeah, not probably. I think he definitely did, didn't he? Like, isn't it like proven that he touched kids?
No, it's all hearsay, Chadley. That's why he's directing movies and not in prison.
I guess I feel like if you're a movie director like Bryan Singer, though, you can sort of get away with that.
No, you can't.
No, you can't get away with that?
Roman Polanski does not live on U.S. soil because of it.
Right. And but wait, Woody Allen got away with it.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything, Chadley. He's innocent.
He's innocent.
Well, he was never proven.
Free Woody Allen.
Nothing was ever proven. All right. He married his adopted daughter. You're allowed to do that.
Gross, but okay.
It's gross, but it's not illegal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I see your point. For sure. So yeah, check that shit out. That's gonna be on next week. We're gonna talk about X-Men Apocalypse. What else are we talking about? Nice guys. Russell Crowe. Two people who are notoriously difficult to work with, all in the same room. I bet that was a fun shoot.
I bet it was a real fun shoot.
I bet they had a great time with Ryan Gosling demanding his latte and Russell Crowe screaming about how nobody's as good of an actor as he is. The problem is,
Ryan Gosling demanding his one grape and ice cube for breakfast.
Yeah, the only problem with the problem with Russell Crowe shouting about how nobody's as good of an actor as he is that like he's right, and like that's just the big problem is that you can't argue.
You can't really say anything about it.
He is better. He is better than everybody.
On pretty much any given set he's been on, he's the best one there. You know, that's the problem.
Even fucking Les Mis, where they had like a trillion good actors, it's like Russell Crowe's still best actor here.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with fucking huge Jackman. And do you remember Sacha Baron Cohen was in that movie? Like, I forgot that.
Les Mis, Chadley. I would never watch that shit.
Yo, you should check out Les Mis. It's what's the name of that guy who fucking directed it? Thomas something. But whatever. He did like Danish Girl and like a whole bunch of garbage movies. But like,
yeah, I know I wouldn't like it though, Chadley.
I'd say it is pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. It's pretty good. That being said, I'm a huge Les Mis fan, so like that could come into play.
Batman Begins. It's beginning.
Talk about our best friend, good friend of the show. Should we get Denise on for the next episode?
Yeah, we'll get him to call in or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a call in.
He's probably in Scotland or wherever the fuck. Where does he live even?
I think he lives in Ireland. I'm pretty sure. Does IMDb tell you where celebrities live, or is that like too creepy?
I think Wikipedia would probably.
Okay, hold on. We'll go to the Liam Neeson page then, because I mean, like, Liam Neeson is my friend, but he's hard to keep up with because he's always working.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's my friend, but I only ever see him on sets of films, so I don't know where
Yeah,
he lives.
he was born in Ireland, and it doesn't say where he lives. Let's see, 2008 to present. Blah blah blah. The Dark Knight trilogy.
Where does Liam
He said
Neeson live?
live. Yeah, see, I feel like if we just went straight to Google, this might have
It
been.
says in 2004 he purchased a estate in Millbrook, New York.
Oh, okay.
And then after his wife died, I think he moved somewhere, but it doesn't say.
Oh man, I forgot his wife died. Poor niece. Remember in Love Actually where he had to do that scene where about his dead wife, and then like 2 years later his wife died? I bet you that scene's real tough to watch for him.
I bet he doesn't watch it. Where does Liam Neeson live now? That's the next Google result.
Dude, Liam Neeson's in the dating game again?
Doesn't really say. I think it's safe that he either lives in New York or Ireland. So
Hold on. I'm trying to sell my couch on Kijiji. And somebody just text.
all right, that's the show, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sell my couch on Kijiji. I also have a lot of packing to do. I'm moving tomorrow and I have been evicted. So I gotta get